everybody. Welcome back to another great show. Oh, yeah, it's your boy, Rico, no, Suave. Oh, man, it is a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day. And, before we get started, everybody, I want to welcome you first because you guys have been supporting us. And we're getting close to the end of the year. And there's a lot of stuff that's coming up that you guys are going to be excited about, especially towards the end of the year. This is going to be like our craziest month because when we end off the show itself on our last day of the show, let me just bring in my co-host because she's gonna want to talk about this as well too. I know. I want you guys to put your hands together. You already know who's gonna get crazy with my co-host Valerie Molessi, y'all. What's up, Valerie?
Hey. How's everybody today? This evening, this beautiful evening.
Yes.
You give away sometimes too much. I know you want to get them excited, and you guys will be excited because we do have some great stuff this month.
Man, this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy this month. Yeah, especially the last show. The last show is gonna be insane.
Always.
Yeah, it's gonna be real sad. I mean, real sad but happy.
Well, it's always sad to say goodbye to another year, but it's exciting reflecting back.
Yes.
On all the guests that we've had on the show.
Yes.
And the changes that have happened throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then we have some very exciting guests to close out this year with us. And that's going to be a riot.
That's going to be insane. Yeah, that's going to be
We'll get that flyer out. Everybody will make it known who's coming on the show. Just do yourself a favor and stay tuned because it will be a show you do not want to miss.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this one. This is going to be insane in the membrane. I will tell you, get your membranes out because it's going to be all type of particles and things like that all over your body.
I
so
will
it's
say
gonna be cool.
it is a grown show.
Yeah, it will. Well, it will be grown. It will be grown.
Adult crowd.
All right, everybody. We're going to get to our breaking news, everybody. We're going to get to our breaking news right now. So just, stay tuned. We'll be back. It's my birthday, everybody! Hey! It's my birthday!
Man. Happy birthday!
Man, thank you, man. I'm really happy about this, man. It's a big milestone for me to be able to reach another great birthday, right? A really good celebration. I'm so happy that I made it another year, right? I made it another year, and progressing and continue to progress with. Family support, my friends, my family, loved ones.
Good, right?
It feels good, man. It feels good. I mean, you start to get to that level when moms tell you, you're going to get to that level where you're going to be like, listen, I don't want to go out as much. I'm like, Ma.
You start to value sleep.
You start valuing sleep.
And I remember being told that, too, by my mother as well.
Yeah.
You're going to get to an age where you start to understand that the world can wait.
Yes.
You can get your great night's sleep and still enjoy everything out there.
When you're ready.
Up until that point, you're just go. Yeah. Can't miss a thing. If you miss one evening of seeing the moon out,
right.
Something's going to happen and you're going to miss it. As you mature, you understand the value of getting a good night's sleep and being able to be present in a moment.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being blurred, a couple moments.
Yeah. So today, of course, we're going to be interacting everybody. And today, just want to give you guys a heads up that our special guest today could not make it, Brent Harvey. But
don't worry, we'll reschedule him.
Yeah, we're definitely rescheduling him for next year. So you guys want to make sure that it's the Hollywood Music and Media Awards. So it's going to be really, really awesome for him to actually be here. But sad that he couldn't be here today. Our prayers is out for him and his family. But he had an emergency. But he's definitely going to be here.
And that's going to be a great show.
That's going to be a real good show.
Yeah.
Oh,
real
man.
Show.
We talking about music awards.
And celebrities and all kinds of gossip. I can't wait for that show.
Well, cheat.
What really goes on behind the scenes? We want to know.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that. That's gonna be something really awesome that we're gonna talk about. So, once again, everybody, I want to thank you guys so much. We're not gonna actually have the whole full hour itself, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over a few things as far as with you guys when it comes to birthdays. If you're Sagittarius, welcome.
Yes.
Sagittarius, we rule this month, right? We are
Yeah.
ruling
Sagittarius,
this month. Sagittarius
stand
in the house,
up.
right? Stand up.
So definitely chime in. Let us know what your favorite memory is. Rico.
Yeah. So we're actually hearing that there's a buzzing sound in the background. If you guys hear a buzzing sound, then we'll keep that going.
We'll
But
keep
Valerie,
checking on it.
you got
Yeah.
a few questions, right?
I
We're gonna put the camera on
do.
Valerie real quick because I want to make sure that Valerie. We're gonna put the camera on Valerie real quick, so we're gonna actually have her go ahead and ask that first question and come back to me.
Yes, because you mentioned, it felt good this year for your birthday.
Yes.
And maybe a little better than other years because, of the pandemic coming out of that and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, growing up, what would you say, like, one of your fondest memories is for a birthday that you had as a kid? Did you
I
have
want
any
Valerie to see. I want us
traditions?
to both for be on, but I want her to see my face as well too. So I want
Yeah,
you
put
to-
us both
Yeah,
on
put us
camera.
both on. So
Like,
I
did
want to
you
make
have
sure.
any, like, little traditions that
Yeah,
you did every year?
You know what?
or-
You know what? The thing about growing up with my parents, my mom will always take me out. They always took me out places, right?
Mhm.
And of course, when I was little, my mom always used to buy me, of course, toys, but she would also take me out to Kittyland. I used to go to Kittyland a lot.
Wow,
Yeah, so
okay.
she would take me to Kittyland, but even though it was like it was in the summertime that it was open, she would like wait, for my birthday. She'll give me something, and then she'll say, "I'm gonna take you to Kittyland when it warms up." Right, so I always look
okay.
forward to that, knowing that my birthday always had something else special that I had
You're
coming up.
smart. You had 2 birthdays.
Yeah,
So you got to sell
half
it.
birthday.
Yeah, I got a half birthday. And then you had your birthday. So on your birthday, your mom would say, okay, let's go to Toys R Us. Oh, wow. For those that know what Toys R Us is,
Yeah.
it was an actual store that you can go and buy toys from.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
believe that? People don't know what Toys R Us is. Anyway, maybe you wouldn't go pick out a toy on your actual birthday.
Yeah.
And then the following year in the summertime, then you go hang out at Kittyland.
Correct. Yeah.
So you got to celebrate your birthday year round.
Yeah, well, my mom, I ain't gonna lie, my mom spoiled me a little bit.
She
Thank
did a
you,
little
mama. Thank you, mama.
Well, are you the
I
baby of the
appreciate
family?
that. Huh?
Are you the baby?
Yes. Yes, I'm
It
the baby of
shows.
the family, right?
It shows. He's the baby of the family.
I think for for the most part that when it comes to my birthday, over time as I grew up and having like a traditional when I turned 21, which is not too long ago, when I turned 21, it was kind of a way that how can I say it? My first drink, right, that I actually had.
Was it at 21? Well,
It was at 21.
Of course
right?
it was
And
at
And I had
21.
my first drink, and I didn't like it, right? I didn't like it because, it was nasty to me. Like, I
Right.
never drank. I never drank because it was religious in our house that we didn't have alcohol, right? And my mom was always telling me, hey,
she was very strict on
very
that.
strict on that. Yeah, my father was very strict on that. Even though they drank alcohol back in the day, they stopped. So in the household growing up, they didn't want us to drink. Now, my brothers and sisters, different story. But when it came to me, as far
Not
as
in
being
my
a
house.
baby,
I like
man,
that.
when it was time for a birthday, I had to, of course, go out. And, I always remember my mom told me that she gave me my first like speech when I was 21 for my
Wow.
birthday, telling me about how to be careful out there with being influenced. And I was like, thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. And also it was a good thing, but that was kind of a traditional thing for my mom, right? But also was traditional for my mom was she'll sing to me for my birthday.
I love
She called me
that.
today
And sang to you.
and she sang to me.
Oh, Mom.
Mom always sang to me. I was like, thank you, Mom. I mean, that's a tradition that I know my mom also had for me when it was time to,
So birthdays were big in your house. Was that for
Birthdays,
everybody?
yeah. Birthdays was big in my house, especially for my dad. I mean, for when it came to birthdays, it was something really big, and then we celebrate my dad's birthday. The kids, it wasn't so big, but when we came to mom and dad, it was a big thing, right?
Mhm.
So it's kind of like celebrating, our birthdays all together because it was such a big celebration for us, and it meant a lot, right? Because we feel like everybody was celebrating for a good reason. So it's kind of the traditional way of doing things.
Wow. So that's good that
Yeah.
it's great that you didn't drink until you're 21.
Yeah.
Did you get like any specific gift that stands out, like a bike or a microscope?
No.
Telescope.
So my mom,
Transformer.
and this is for you, Mom. This is for you. Stay out of Walgreens. My mom
Sugar
is
cookies?
a Walgreens fanatic.
The sugar cookies?
No,
Oh.
it was toys still that if you got the singing fish, I got some in my house, right? I still got some of this stuff in my house. My mom will give me, like, because, I'm in December, so Christmas is right down around the corner, right?
Right.
So she'll combine them together and give me two things to actually have everybody laugh at me about.
Yeah, but in December, Walgreens, they have good stuff.
No. So Walgreens
I'm trying to get your back.
shut
Mama.
my mom out because the tradition for my mom was to be able to give. She had this one thing that she bought for me called Road Rage. And it was a...
Is it a game?
No, so it was a guy, like a statue, and you could press on or off. If you press on or press the button,
Yeah.
he has a helmet on. And my mom knew that sometimes when I would get on the phone, like I would get road rage because people just didn't know how to drive.
Get out of my
right,
way.
get out of my way. So this little thing was like, yeah, and I'm like, come on, man. I was like, come on, why do you have to get that for me for my birthday?
I love that she has a sense of humor. That is
my
so
God.
amazing.
My mom, hey, I tell you, my mom she definitely, that's a tradition that my mom actually had for me, and I have to say jokes. Jokes were getting like, you remember Spencer?
I want to say I saw the fish.
The fish, yeah, you saw the fish, the singing fish. Everybody saw the singing fish, like it'll turn towards you and you start singing. Like, I was just an example. She actually got that from my dad, and she didn't get that from me.
That was an awesome
Like,
gift.
every time the birthday come around, when it came to a tradition, it was always like that, man.
But you love fishing, so it made sense.
Yeah, well, it was for my father, right? That was for my father. But she looked at me when she gave it to my father, like, you next, right?
I love that. Well, at least it was stuff that, made you giggle, made you laugh.
Yeah.
Did she bake you homemade cakes?
Man, so did she? My family was all about, my mom is all about cake. So whenever I say German chocolate cake, it was like
you had me
a
a
crazy
German chocolate cake.
German chocolate cake was the thing. But my mom would also tradition that my mom, she'll always send me a card, right? Because when I moved out, I didn't move out the house until I was 28. So when I moved out, because I stayed with my mom as long as I could until it was time for me really to get out the house, right? And then 28, that's when I moved out. And then ever since then, every year, my mom will send me a card with money in it. But it stopped after a while. But yeah, she would send me money, and she would say, here's $20 or something like that.
I love that.
Yeah. Then one time my mom stopped and I was like, "Hey, Mom,
where's my $20?
where's my $20 at?" I was looking forward to going out. How they'll give you $20 and inflation goes and say, "Hey, go buy you an ice cream cone." Yeah, that's probably $20.
You do get used to it because my mom used to send me a card too. She
still does it to this day though.
Always.
Oh, my mom sends me a card, but she would send me a card with the gift card in it or money, right? But that ran out. That ran out. I still love my mom though.
It's the card.
Yeah, and then she'll say.
And then the cake. If she makes you German chocolate cake.
So,
man,
I used to be scared at one point in time because it was dark when you used to say happy birthday when I was little, and I used to be scared of the dark
because they would sing at night.
Right? And they would turn off, and everybody will be like, my brothers and sisters, we all be around the table, and I have all of these candles on the cake, and it's lit up, and I'm there, and I'm like nervous because all you hear is all of this screaming, "Happy birthday!" Right? And it's like,
and you would cry.
And then I did cry. because I wanted my mom, and my mom wasn't. She wanted me to sit by myself,
By
right?
the cake.
Yeah, by the cake,
For
so they could take
pictures,
pictures,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then it would be like everybody like be singing and stuff like that, and I was nervous because I was little, right? And I'm like scared of the dark, things like this. This was before horror movies started coming in my life.
Rico.
Yeah, I know, and that was a tradition. Every single time we have this table, and it was the same cloth. It was a tradition.
Same cloth.
The same cloth.
Same crying.
Same
scaring the hell out of you. I'm sure your brothers and sisters look forward to that every year.
Man, I'm telling you, it was
his birthday. Let's torture Rico.
and that's how my sister was. My sister tried to torture me. It was just all little though, man. But my birthday, over time, I have to say, man, my birthday has been a good one. It's been safe. I've been having a great time. And things like that. So I really enjoyed, actually having, people, wish me a happy birthday. And over the time of me, doing my classes and people actually, really good friends, buying me gifts and things like that. And my first time I got drunk. My first time that I actually got drunk. And everybody, of course, I'm telling the world this now. That the first time I actually got drunk was at a place called Zocalo, right? Zocalo was my first time actually getting drunk. And when I first got drunk, it started to become a tradition each year because people were looking forward to it. They were looking forward to me getting drunk on my birthday.
And it was so funny because, like, we're so used to you not drinking
Correct.
at all throughout the year.
Right.
So then, like, this one day pops up. And after the first or second shot, forget it. Then you hear he's like, "Shots on everybody!" Looking around like, for real?
So, big shout out to my guy, to Iris Mateo.
Oh, Iris.
Because Hot on One Shot Shot, we actually had Hot on One Shot Shot, and Iris Mateo and us, we celebrate our birthdays because hers is actually this Friday, right? So hers is actually on the 9th. And we celebrate our birthdays together.
Right.
When we celebrate our birthdays together, it was insane. But the first time, I got drunk, I was like, what is this feeling? Right? I don't know what this feeling. I'm like, yo, I don't know what this feels like. I'm like, I've never been drunk before. I feel woozy. I had people here to take me home. And I'm like, man, yo, I didn't know that drunk people feel like this. So, of course, that's when Iris said, okay, we're going to do our birthdays together. I was like, okay. So we did our birthday. When I did our birthdays together, and you'll probably remember this one.
I remember the first one.
Okay, so the one at Zocalo. Then we went to Patron Hacienda.
Yes.
So Patron Hacienda was another nightclub, which is like a couple blocks down. That's when we did our birthdays again.
That one, I did not drink.
You didn't drink.
I couldn't because 2 people surrounding me were so drunk.
We were drunk out of our minds. Sorry. We were drunk out of our minds.
It was so bad.
It was insane. They put us on top of the bar and we started dancing. It was like
True story.
True story.
True story.
And I have to say, every time we have our birthday parties, everybody is there because they know that when me and Iris start drinking and we get crazy, I mean, it's insane. Like, people, like you guys are the life of the party, and it's like...
Well, I think one, because no one's used to seeing you drink at all.
Right, exactly.
Well, except, like, I know, like, when we would go and do shows every now and then, like, you would have, like, maybe one or... Depending where we would go, but...
Yeah, but I wouldn't drink
definitely
the whole thing.
nothing like what you see on your birthday. Yes, it has been a tradition, but we've got some people chiming in.
Yeah, what they said. I got a few people saying hello. Thank you guys so much.
So Patty Chula.
What's up, Patty Chula?
She chimes in. Val, we've all had great laughs getting Rico drunk. I was trying not to dive in too hard on that topic. I was trying to let him tell
Queen
the story.
Candy checking in. Hi, Queen Candy. How are you? Thank you so much for checking in.
Beatrice
Hello
Davis.
to you. Beatrice Davis.
Let's get Rico drunk. You don't have to ask. Just stick around for his birthday. It's going to happen.
James Dunn checking in. Hollywood style, Papa. How are you? Thank you so much for checking in.
Al Martinez.
Al
Rico
Martinez,
is a bad influence
Papa.
when he's drunk.
Yeah.
John C. for free. Rico has to be a wild drunk. Yes. He is. He is.
Just a little bit, man. Just a little bit.
Diana
Just a little
Ringo,
bit.
happy birthday. Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
John
Thank
C.
you, guys.
Did Mom sing you a rap?
No, she didn't sing me a rap. She was doing this. My mom is so funny. She'll try to beatbox while she's rapping, and she's funny trying to do that. I'm like, no, Mama, you can't be doing that. You can't be spitting all over the phone doing that, Mom.
Aw, I love that.
Patty Chula,
awesome.
Patty Chula, Rico drink is a whole Rico drunk or drink is a whole different world.
It is. He himself is in a whole different world.
I know, man. I know. I'm a totally different person when I drink, and it's not bad, everybody. So don't get. Rico is a bad influence when he's drunk.
Yes.
Who was that? Was that Al Martinez?
Yes.
Al Martinez, you crazy, Papa.
Queen Candy says hello.
Yeah.
And we've got
Thank you,
James
guys.
Dunn
Yeah.
tuning in.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. But being drunk, after a while, I didn't get time to give you guys pictures of when I was drunk, but there's videos that I actually and Iris one day said that I was in Patron Hacienda and I was sitting on a seat and I was talking to myself.
Yeah.
I don't
By the
remember
bar.
that. Yeah, but it was it was in a booth. But I remember talking to, we have my friend called Kimani. Kimani, big shout out to DJ Kimani Rashad. And I was right next to him, and I was like, man, bro. I was talking to him, and then they thought that I was talking to myself. I'm like, Kimani was sitting right there. They're like, no, you was talking by yourself. Like, was I hallucinating?
He was not. Because the DJ booth was on the other side.
But he sat down to me. I was trying to get him to drink too, and he said, no, I'm not going to drink. Oh, man.
That place wasn't that big, so it was long.
It was long.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
on
saying.
One side.
The DJ booth was way on this side.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing. He was sitting next to me. I thought he was sitting next to me. And I was like, no, they said that I was talking to myself. I was like, yeah, well, that's a tradition that I stopped doing. I wasn't talking to myself when I was drunk, but it's a different feeling, when you're actually drunk and then people want to see it again. And after a while, you start drinking and you start saying, man, it is a lot. It's definitely a lot.
That is a tradition that you started from yourself again from
Zocalo. Yeah.
Zocalo. And you know why? Because Zocalo was a tequila bar.
Correct.
Yep. So
Yep.
they had all the tequilas on the wall.
Oh, man.
All from
crazy.
all kinds of different tequilas.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of how, because it started off a friendly, I think we were wrapping up that day and they were like, oh, let's do some shots. And then from there,
everybody just thought, no, everybody kept buying me drinks. They said, we're going to get you drunk today. And they asked me, have you ever been drunk? And I was like, no. And it's like, well, we're going to give you a shot. I said, okay. And of course, you already know when people
you remember the manager?
Marco and I forgot the other guy's name. Marco and I forgot the other one's name.
I can't remember his name, but he's at Maya del Sol now.
Yeah.
I want to say, God, why can't I remember?
Victor?
No.
Okay. Well,
but anyway,
that's okay.
He was awesome. One of the best people ever. And I just can't, I see his face and I can't remember his name.
No worries.
But yeah, he was like, too. Go ahead.
Because when it was giving me shots, about to cry now. So when they were giving me shots, it was like, hey, when you actually, they were saying you have to respect the fact that somebody's giving you a shot for your birthday. It's a tradition.
You got to take it.
So you have to take it. So I said, okay, I had to take it. So of course, and it was good people that supported Hot One Salsa, and they were always there. And then all of a sudden, we
had cake there too.
Yeah, but that wasn't even part of drawing it all up. It was that they got so many shots at me. I was like, okay. And then next thing you know, I'm sitting on a chair, and I don't know where I'm at and I'm just feeling a certain way. And I'm like, this is crazy. So the tradition always happened from Zocalo to Patrón Hacienda. Then, of course, I will have it at La Taberna. I went to Vintage Lounge. And then, of course, you know, the difference. So celebrate my birthday, of course, has always been kind of like in a dance scene, right? In the salsa scene. And of course, when you're drinking, it's always been, you know, something, you know.
Well, you also like to travel.
That too, yeah.
So every year,
so of course,
you usually go
to
take
Vegas.
a trip to Vegas.
Yep. So Vegas is my spot. Yeah, for
so
birthday.
you have a couple things that you like to do every year traditionally for your birthday.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's real. That's I have to get away from it.
Get away from
From
everybody.
people getting drunk,
Yeah.
right? Because
I mean, it's not a good habit to get into.
yeah,
But at least you're around friends,
Right.
and you save your
and people can take me home.
time to.
Right, people can take me home and drop me off.
And you know, and it's a tradition that you have, and you're in a safe environment with people that care about you. And,
Yes,
you know, so
yes.
it's, if you're gonna drink, you know, that is a way to do it. you
Yeah,
know, so
yeah.
yeah.
And I appreciate that. Esta Salsera. Thank you. Gracias.
Esther says, happy blessed birthday.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. This is awesome. Thank you. This is awesome, man. Sonia Ortega, thank you so much. Jimmy Conga, thank you. A comer pasteles. A comer lechon. Gracias, man. Thank you guys so much, man. We're gonna be wrapping this up shortly, but we just want to, you know, just at least get a little bit of the show of just let you guys know. Thank you, Noemi. Gracias, Gracias. The good thing is that it's not very expensive to get him drunk. 2 or 3 shots and he is out.
I know that it's not very expensive to get it.
Well, that's good.
It doesn't take much from him because he doesn't drink.
I don't drink, right?
And it's ironic too because like on his birthday he'll get all these bottles of liquor.
Yeah.
That just kind of sit around all year.
Yeah. So that's and you know it's so crazy because people think that I drink.
No.
And
they sit around all year.
no, but they think that I drink. That's why they buy them. I'm like, I got like 2 or 3 bottles of Dominican Brugal. I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna drink this. I'm like, people come on my house. I'm like, hey, y'all drink this. I can't drink this. So.
Well, he'll let you know, like, but you will bring it out, like, on the anniversary. Like,
yeah,
the
like
team,
a celebration or
you know,
something
had
like
a shot.
that.
Or,
yeah.
you know, so, I mean, you have it on hand, but, and there's all that, all the bottles that people buy you, and you're like.
I actually gave, you know, it's so funny. I had some movers that came up in here, and they actually delivered something, and I had a big bottle of Grey Goose. The guy had an actually Grey Goose hat on. I said, hey, bro, this is for you. He's like, oh, wait. I'm like, oh, I was like, here you go. I'm like, I'm not going to drink it. He's like, man, thank you so much. Because those bottles are pretty expensive. It was a big one, though.
They are.
And I think, you know, when they get us, I'm like, I'm not going to drink this. You know, I'm like, I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow. I mean, next time, yeah, give me something else, you know? But he's still expensive taste, though.
Expensive taste.
Yeah.
I don't see. That's the thing. I don't think he really knows the difference.
No, I don't. I just don't. I don't drink like that.
He doesn't drink enough to really know the
pop
difference.
a bottle, it could be $15 versus $30. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you popping bottles, that's whatever
He's
bottle
drinking
you
Night
pop.
Train and
Some moonshine, right?
Wild Irish Rose.
Oh my God.
Yes,
But
hope
man,
you
thank
enjoy
you
your
guys
birthday.
so much,
It's still a fun
man.
show. Yes.
Yeah.
So happy birthday,
Thank
Rico.
you so much. Thank you
many
so much, Valerie.
blessings.
Thank you.
We wish you many, many more years.
I appreciate that, man, Valerie. Thank you so much, man. Everybody, before we get out of here, we're going to show you a video clip of our social media, right? So this is going to be a social media video clip, and then we're going to come back and I'll end off the show. Thank you guys so much. Hold on. 30 seconds. All right, everybody,
Hey,
welcome back. Yes,
we're back.
man, so thank you guys so much for all of the great birthday wishes, everybody. And I'm so happy that I was able to spend some time with you guys, and you guys actually came on and made sure that you show us some love. So make sure you also go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you go there. We're building our YouTube channel, our presence there. So it's Rico No Suave Show on YouTube. Make sure you go there. Follow us on Instagram as well, too. Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go there. If you have an Instagram account, everybody should, right? So make sure you go to our Instagram and follow us there. But thank you guys so much, man. I had a great time. Next week, everybody, we have none other than a big fan of Elvis Presley, but her last name is Presley, actually. Her name is Sybil Presley. She'll be tuning in with us with her country voice from Tennessee, right? So
it's going to be a great show.
Slang. Yeah, we're going to have a great time with us. But next Wednesday, everybody, we'll be able to do it same time, Central Time. As we end off the show, see you guys later. Just like
next time.
this.